Hi everyone, this is your active recovery mobility circuit, mobility and flexibility. This should be done on a day that you're not exercising for full effect. Especially if you're that little bit older, it should really form part of your recovery circuit each week, and it should be the foundation of your mobility and flexibility circuits. So we're going to start down on the floor today, and we're going to go into this 90-90 position, exploring all angles in all of these exercises. We're going to bring the front knee into a 90-degree angle, back knee as well at a 90-degree angle, and we're just going to keep shifting back and forward in this position. When you get comfortable, you get a little bit lower, keep moving side to side, back and forward. Getting nice and low, come back up and exploring left to right. And let's change sides, change legs. And we're still coming forward, left to right, forward and back, lifting up and down. And now we're just going to explore changing sides a little bit more frequently now, coming forward, left, right, center, change sides again a bit more frequently. You will find that one side might be a little tighter than the other. It's absolutely normal. So shifting that weight side to side. Okay, we're going to bring our legs forward now, and we're going to go into an inverted crawl position. So hands behind us, we're going to flatten the feet on the floor. We're going to lift the hips up, keep the knees bent, and we're just going to explore rocking the body weight back and forward onto the heels, onto the feet, onto the balls of the feet, and your weight shifting forward and back, and you can start rocking left to right, coming in at an angle, but all the time maintain a strong floor press, being sure to keep the weight, majority of your weight on your hands. Coming back, stretching forward, nice circles, still maintaining that strong floor position. 10 more seconds. And now we're going to start walking forward and back like a crab. Small walks forward, small walks back, nice and steady. Forward and back, forward and back. Keeping that core nice and tight, shoulders nice and strong. Now we're going to change direction. So we're going to come forward, over to the right, back to the left, just like you're trying to do a 7-point turn in the car. Keep going, keep those hands and shoulders strong. You can rock back, bend the knees in, straighten the legs back. Okay, now we're going to keep the hips up, and what we're going to do is just reach over with our right arm, change sides, reach over with our left arm, change sides. Okay, and as we reach and get a bit more steady, we can reach back, pulling the hips up, nice and high, reach back, across our head. And we can go sideways, really rotate into that if you can. Sideways rotation, fully extending the upper body. And let's go for a heel tap this time. So we're going to turn, heel tap, rotate, turn, heel tap. One more each side, heel tap, turn, and heel tap. Right. Come on around to your front without putting the weight down on the floor. What we're going to do here is rock forward and back onto the ball of the feet, back onto the heels, all the way back. As much as you can, really getting a nice stretch on those Achilles. Sitting right back, forward and back. Okay, let's bring the knees forward. We're going to put a little bit of weight onto the ball of the feet now. Keeping the body nice and steady. Still up on the ball of the feet, we're going to bring our left leg forward. Hands on the hips now, and we're going to ride forward, changing sides into that nice long lunge position. Keeping nice and steady, nice and strong. Relying on your upper body to keep your lower body steady. And let's go forward even more into that stretch now. So as we come forward, we can bring the hands down, come over onto the ball of the foot, the front foot, and just keep changing direction. Keep altering your body weight, shifting your body weight into the ball of the foot. Really getting those ankles, hips, knees opened up. Keep pressing that front knee forward all the way, changing direction. Okay, now what we're going to do, keeping this half lunge position, we're going to come back, we're going to roll back onto our back, come back up. You can use your hands for support. Roll back up, change sides, elongating the spine. And as you get more comfortable doing this, you don't need to use your hands and you're still going into that half lunge position, nice and comfortable. If it's more comfortable for you to do it with double leg and using your hands as well, do that way. Really explore that core stabilizing aspect. And then coming to a seated position now on the floor. Take a deep breath, and now we're just going to rock back and forward and try to really drive that mobility and flexibility with hamstrings. I'm going to come forward and back, sliding the hands along the legs. Let's try and grab the toes, tap the toes. Keep going. I'm going to raise the arms up now, adding in a little bit more dynamic stretch, bringing in the upper body all the way up. You should be getting further and further each time. And relax in, well done. We're going to come around onto our front now again. So what we're going to do here is a rotational mounted climber, but we're doing it nice and slow and controlled. So we're going to bring the left knee up to the right elbow. Left knee to the right elbow. Left knee to the right elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's change sides, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Keep breathing through that position. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your legs back this time. You're going to come into a high pike position. So bringing your legs in, you can walk your hands out to where you're comfortable, and we're going to alternate knees left and right, really pressing that back heel down towards the floor as much as you can, easing out the calf muscles, easing out the hamstrings. Let's press into the floor, try to get those heels all the way back as much as possible. Then we're going to bring the right leg forward, hold it there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it in, opposite leg up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it in, let the knees come on down, and sitting into this back child's pose, fingers all the way out, try and bring them out as far as you can, really elongating that spine, and come forward now into this cobra position. Hold yourself steady. Nice and relaxed, breathe through it. Let's drop the upper body down and press back up again. Down, press back up. Down, press back up. Nice, confident, proud chest all the way up. Now we're going to come back down and stay down here for the next exercise. What we're going to do now is bring the left heel with the left arm, and we're just going to pull it in nice and close to the body, and we're going to change sides, alternate left, right, left, relax the head down, right, left, and right, left, and right. Now we're going to bring the arms up in this position. So we're going to straighten out the arms up above the face out. So you're looking at your hands, we're going to rotate them back, tap the fingers behind your back, and forward, keep going. Keep breathing through all of these exercises. Keep it going. Okay, drop the hands down. We're going to bring the left hand out into horizontal position. The right arm is still up towards your head position. And what we're going to do here is just rotate into the floor. Your left arm is out, you're rotating your right shoulder down towards the floor, looking up towards the ceiling. Hold it here. Now bending the elbows, let's go opposite side. L with the opposite arm. Shape of an L. Let's turn those shoulders into the floor, nice and steady. 3, 2, 1, bring them up. Let's go for this rotation, posterior arm rotation, shoulder rotation. Again. Keep going, breathing through. 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Well done. Come on out of this position now. Okay, we're going to move on to a little bit of core stabilization work. So we're going to go into a high pike position, and then we're going to rotate around again into a hip thrust. You're going to need your chair. Okay, so from the high pike position, you can either do this on the chair, like this, and you can press the arms back, or we can come down to the floor, and again into this high pike position on the floor. And what we're going to do is come down into the cobra and come back up, really pulling in that core, lowering the hips, pressing back up. Let's go. Keep that consistent, pressing the heels back, pressing the arms into the floor. 3, 2, 1, and let the knees drop. Okay, come on up to the chair or your legs that you're using. We're going to drop the hips, do a hip thrust position. So elbows into the chair, and let those hips drop all the way down and press them all the way up. Keep going. You can do this one on the floor as well, guys. Okay, we're going to bring out your left leg, and we're going to do the same again. Really activating the hamstrings and the glutes. Pressing that heel into the floor. We're going to slowly change legs now. Bring in that leg straight into the opposite side. 2, 1, well done. Come into a seated position on the floor now. I'm going to do a little bit of core activation, okay? So what I'm going to do here is bringing the knees in, keeping the arms straight, keeping the knees bent. You're going to sit back as far as you can. You can either pump the hands or you can hold them steady 20 seconds. Keep breathing through it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up, well done. I'm going to bring the hands back here now. I'm going to go back into this hip thrust position on the floor. Straightening out the legs this time. Hip thrust. Really pressing the weight into the hands. Pressing all the way up as much as you can. Back onto the heels. 3, 2, 1. Let's sit back down. We're going to go back into this pike hold position. 20 seconds. Arms out steady. If you feel brave and you want the extra challenge, straighten out those legs. You go for that high V position. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's time. Bending the knees. Hands back again. Last set. Hip thrusts. Straighten out the legs. Keep breathing through all these positions. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come into this child's pose again. High hips. Walk the hands out. Pressing the hands into the floor. Come in nice and low. Walk the hands over to the left hand side. Right hand on top of the left hand. Opposite direction. Right hand across. Left hand on top. Slowly coming up out of that position. Okay, let's go into this butterfly stretch this time to finish off. Okay, so feet are together, knees are relaxed, hip flexors are relaxed. Just let the knees drop down towards the floor. Nice, relaxing. You can try it a little further away from your hips. You can bring them in nice and tight. Try not to have too much tension. Let them relax. From this position, when you get comfortable, we're going to bring the upper body down towards the feet, bending those elbows. So plenty of primal movement, really challenging your stabilization in those strength mobility positions. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've got one more position for you to get into. You're going to come around onto your belly. Okay. We're going to bring your hands out into T position. Bring our left leg up. We're going to rotate the left leg back, keeping those hands flat on the floor, bending that knee across. Great for your lower back, opening up your lower back. Keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up slowly. Let's go the opposite side. So opposite knee, hands still out in T position. Bend the leg in, drop the foot to the side, still with palms of the hands into the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back around. Okay, come into this cobra stretch just to ease out and flex up. Come back into the child's pose. Come on up into a long lunge, either side. And come on up when you're ready. Well done, guys. That's the end of your mobility circuit. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you again.